Retro Cartoon Rewatch with yours truly, Damien G and Hokage 22. Once again, brought to you in part by Big Gold Belt Media, your one-stop shop for all things entertainment. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes really quick before the start of the show. I know, Wade, you're going to jump in here at some point, but I want to take a few minutes to get something off my chest. If you follow me on social media, on my personal social media account at the Damien Gracia, I put a post up there earlier today reminding people to take your PTO, take your mental health days, take your sick days when the world is getting a little too heavy for you, and not to let anyone make you feel bad, guilt you, or say some type of way about you and about who you are as a person just because you take your PTO. So I say that because I just want to reiterate to folks, if you have a medical condition and you need to take mental health days, it has been documented, because I have plenty of clients like this. It has been documented by governing bodies that you have issues that you need to take mental health days for, be it reasonable accommodations, FMLA, anything of the sort. Do not, and I repeat, do not let your job tell you when and you can and can't take your FMLA days. If it happens to have on a Monday, it happens to happen on a Monday. If it happens to happen on a Friday, it happens to happen on a Friday. Now, I'm not saying abuse the situation. All I'm saying is, if you need to take a mental health day because shit is getting heavy, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It doesn't matter if it's Monday or Friday or you're on your day off that you're supposed to work. If you legally have these things, legally, and you know that you need to take care of yourself, don't worry about what anybody else says at your work. You have PTO for a reason. Use it. The adage of, oh, you're not a team player, bonk that. The adage of, well, you know, you're taking it at really inopportune times, bonk that. Because they are not in your shoes living your existence. And I say this because I have a handful of clients who today specifically, for whatever reason, decided to tell me about their issues with their employers getting on them for taking PTO just because it was on a Monday or a Friday, to give themselves a 3-day weekend because they knew mentally they needed it because they were not in their best state. Now, y'all know I'm a mental health advocate. I will always go to bat for mental health. And I preface this by saying, remember, I'm not talking about the people who abuse it. Or trying to get over. I'm talking about people who knowingly have an issue that they are battling day in and day out. Take your time, especially if you have legal leeway to do so. FMLA, doctor's notices, things like that. Do not, I repeat, do not allow any employer or any relative or any family member or person you're dating to tell you that you're soft, to tell you that you're weak, that you need to work on your resiliency, that you're doing it at quote unquote the wrong time. No one dictates your life but you. And I said, as long as you have a legal backing, you should be fine. And if they want to come for you and say, hey, I noticed you've been taking off X days every so often, and you're legally allowed to do so, take them to HR, get a lawyer involved. Trust me on this one. This one will blow up in their face. So don't feel like you're being guilted into it. Don't feel bad for taking your days. Don't think you're letting your team down, because as they always say, you are one step away from being replaced. You are easily replaced at work, not at life, not at home. Let that sink in and let it be the last time any employer tells an employee that they can't take a mental health day when shit has hit the fan. This has been Damien Gracia, former therapist and former counselor, letting you know it's okay to take your mental health days. Also, FMLA is a lifesaver. If your job offers it, please. Mental health does count as a severe illness to take care of. A self-illness to take care of. So don't think you don't have options. You do. Okay? Clear? Good. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. And of course, I'm going to start off the show with our friend Wade Ilsen. You know what time it is. Yeah. See, Wade knows. He definitely uses his time. Good, as well you should.
Good. My company does not have an FMLA, but whenever I have enough PTO, I would definitely keep it in my back pocket whenever I'm having a sick day or a bad day as well.
Because that's mental health. Mental illness is a sickness. Don't let people of yesteryear or people of my age bracket who aren't understanding dictate to you what an illness is. Okay? And as Wade says in his thing here, Jess made me an advocate of that and made me use mine. Exactly, because Wade and I come from a background and a history. I'll get to the joke in a second, Wade. Me and Wade come from a background and a history where we're supposed to just deal with it. We're just supposed to be resilient because we just happen to be males, right? Suck it up and deal. Rub it off, kid. Walk it off. Blah, 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 blah. Go fuck yourself. Because as a two-time suicide survivor, I will tell you, take your PTO. As someone who was partially hospitalized for suicidal ideation, take your PTO. As someone who has missed time because either A, I had mental health issues, or B, I had to go on FMLA because of my mental health issues where I couldn't even leave the fucking house. Now, Hokage, you know this. There were moments I couldn't even leave the house. Couple years back, couldn't even go across the street to get my groceries because I had traumatic experiences. Take your time. Fuck everybody else. Okay, good, cool. Yourself. Coach Damien G has made it known, and so it shall be written. So now, Wade goes. So you want to hear a joke? Yeah, the U.S. health system. That's the joke. The U.S. The U.S. health and insurance system. That is a joke. Ha, ha, ha. So yeah, let me jump off the soapbox.
The proverbial soapbox.
The proverbial soapbox. And I do have a funny story. I haven't told you this story. So I told this to Chris. I told this to Chris earlier today, or I should say this weekend. And Wade said he has a better joke than the U.S. health system, which is great.
Okay, good.
So I went out Thursday. It was me, Beltran, Jerry. You know who these people are, Hokage, but I'll just say my peoples. We went to a hip hop show on Juneteenth. Got out the house. It was way past my bedtime, but I got out the house. I promised, I gave my word I would go, right? And it's a band I've seen perform before, Brand New Funk. I've seen them perform numerous times here in DFW. So I went, and I don't usually do packed audiences, but this was good. I was vibing. The music was old school hip hop and R&B. The drummer was drumming. The DJ was spinning. Everybody was having a good old time. Until, so you know me, what really good or really well, Hokage. You know me really well, and Wade knows me really well. And y'all know when I'm in a moment, and this correlates to DBZA, which is what we're going to cover again here today. When you're in a situation in public and something random happens and you're kind of dumbfounded and you're sitting there thinking, wait, what just happened? In those moments where you're kind of just looking around, what happened, right? We've done this numerous times. We've had these situations. I'm vibing. I'm jamming. I'm doing my little shoulder sway. I got my drink in my hand. I got my shoulder sway on, whatever, music bumping. People pass by you. That's fine. They accidentally make contact. They'll say, I'm sorry, whatever. Vibing. People walk by me. I'm like, all right, cool. Let them go. Some people the neighborly thing is to tap you, just like, especially women. I don't know what happened that day on Thursday, but women kept tapping me to ask me if I could move the lane for them or something. So I'm bobbing and I feel a tap. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna let this person go by me. when I saw this person go by me and I'm vibing and I'm drinking my drink, only to be having to look down and look to my left because said woman has put her hands on my junk purposely, and says exactly this phrasing. I just wanted to check to see. Now, people saw this. They saw it happen. So it's not me being hyperbolic. It happened and people saw it. And we're all like, what just happened here? Because she did a drive-by grab and left. And I'm standing here looking around, and you know how certain people are. They try to egg you on, like, yo, man, go in. I was like, no, I need an adult. I felt like I was Gohan on Namek or Gohan all throughout Dragon Ball Z Abridged, because in that exact moment, and before you come in the comments, even on the replay, and say, man, you ain't no real man, you should have went, bruh, I did not want to be touched, and they did it in some drive-by stuff, and they kept it moving. I was shocked. I couldn't move. As someone who's been sexually assaulted in the past, it kind of just put some bells and whistles on me. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But because I'm having a good time, vibing with my friends and just jamming, I let it go. But for those 5-10 minutes after the fact, when I tell you I needed an adult, and I said it out loud, I need an adult, because I was just so dumbfounded. And yep, Wade, exactly. Oh no. So that was my night. And I was going to tell you and James in the group chat.
Funny at all.
I was going to tell you and James in the group chat. I just said, you know what? Let me tell it on air. This way the message gets out. So anybody, doesn't matter what gender you are, if someone sexually harasses, touches, makes you feel uncomfortable, you don't got to stay quiet. Please, you don't have to stay quiet. Me, I chose to do so because I am a former sexual assault survivor, and I was kind of in shock. So I didn't really want to press it. And now that the people who were there and saw it is now inevitably going to watch me say this, thanks for people who actually cared that night to just double check to see if I was okay. But yeah, that happened.
Sorry that happened to you, but glad you had a better rest of your night at least.
Oh no, the night was fine. Oh yeah, the night itself was fine. You know, I even dealt with the overly priced Jack and Diet double shot that I got, but the music was that. But the music was good. Music was good. We were all vibing, jamming. You know, we had some pluckers earlier in the day before that. Had some good wings and some good talks, so it was fine up until that moment. But yeah. I survived. It's okay. But like I said, if this has happened to you, or if it happens to you, you don't have to play the route that I did on Thursday. You don't have to let it go. I chose to. I'm okay with it. I've accepted what happened in my past. But just to correlate it to Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I needed an adult in that situation. So yeah. Yeah, Wade, hit me with the better joke you have than the U.S. healthcare system. Also, what episode are we up to again?
We're up to episode 50. So I'll give a quick recap while
Wade makes his joke. Yeah.
While he makes his joke. So in our last stream, which was about week and a half ago, we watched Cell go through essentially couples counseling with everybody else on the other islands, and then decided to say, I'm gonna blow this shit up to try to scare Android 18 out of hiding, which was the dumbest move ever. I have said my piece on that.
Yes, you have.
And then Vegeta showed up and Cell pressed the Goku button. He shouldn't have did that.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Wade, that's only a joke. That's only a joke for maybe a third of the populace.
Oh no.
So you know I'm a Knicks fan, Hokage. You know this. and so is Wade. And the Knicks lost to the Pacers, who were just in the NBA Finals against Oklahoma City. So wait. Oh, Wade. Okay, so you want to hear a joke? Okay, here it goes. Hold on. The Indiana Pacers. Ta-da!
Yeah, you're right. That's only funny to the third of this populace.
And again, he says yes, but for us, it's hilarious. Watching Reggie Jackson, no, Reggie Miller shed tears. It makes a Knicks fan happy. So I get why, Wade. It's not really a joke; it's more of a statement. But I understand, bro. I understand. But anyway, continue, Hokage. Finish up your thought.
So yeah, Cell blew
You
up the
shouldn't have done
entire
that.
islands. Yeah, he should not have pressed the Goku button at all. And we are about to get into not exactly my favorite episode, but it's my favorite episode for my favorite character. Because we get to see Vegeta at his peak assholeish
Wholeness.
nature. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait.
Wade says, I get to be a villain sometimes. Okay, but here's his dad joke. All right, so he actually has one coming. Bruh. Had me a little man, like, man, listen. Well, while he does that, let's start the parody.
Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
Buy the fucking show.
Good try, Gohan, but you can't just power up and become a Super Saiyan. It comes from pure, raw emotion. You know where I was when I became a Super Saiyan?
Yes, you.
I was on Namek. I thought I finally defeated Freezer with the
Gohan's thinking, I know, I was there.
Spirit Bomb. But as it turns out, he was still alive.
Dad, I was there.
He killed Vegeta, and he killed Krillin,
I saw everything.
Piccolo, tripped or something. It was pretty bad for everyone. Then he threatened to do the same to my son. Oh, hey, you were there. Why didn't you go Super Saiyan?
We are all
To
Gohan
be
in
fair-
that collective moment.
To be fair, that is a legitimate question. Because
But
remember,
the-
even though Goku and Krillin are best friends, remember, for the last two arcs, Krillin and Gohan have been side by side. As they say, in the trenches on Namek, in the trenches during the Saiyan saga as the only two surviving non-Goku Z warriors. So I get why.
That is true. Also, I would like to point out the fact, because I was rewatching the creator commentaries very recently. Whenever it came to that scene, yes, it's played up for jokes because Goku is trying to teach Gohan, this is how you become a Super Saiyan. What's funny is that this happens in canon. Not this dumbed down,
Yes.
but it happens. Like, this is him telling the exact same story of how Goku turned into a Super Saiyan, and Gohan already knows this because he was there.
Oh no. Why can't Krillin open a bakery?
Oh, no.
I don't even gotta look at the punchline. I'm gonna guess. It's gonna have something to do with his nose or lack thereof.
I
Right?
can't think of anything.
because every time he tried, he got.
See, it would have been funnier if it was Yamcha.
Oh, what all? What? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa! What all women's show in Texas, sir? Wrestling. What women's show in Texas are we talking about? Are we talking about Tokyo Joshi Pro? Because and I found out, bro, that's in Forney. So unless you want to drive to Forney,
Yeah, I'm good. I've already been to Forney in my lifetime.
I
good.
don't. What show is Athena running, sir? I need details. Athena is the wrestler we saw at Metroplex. That was the fill-in the main event.
I remember.
So I remember. I was there.
Why didn't you go Super Saiyan?
So yes, canonically, you are absolutely right. Yeah, I need some information on that one Athena's running, bro. Send me the deets. If I can't make it to Evolution, I might have to go to this at the very least. That's awkward.
Stop fisting me!
Okay.
Not all at once! Just, can I have a minute?
Sure you can.
Well,
What?
thank you. That's appreciated.
Sure you can. Combo. That's from. Yep. I'm
Wait,
Trunks in this
so
situation right now.
Yeah.
Wait, so I beat Vegeta,
Data not found.
but now Vegeta is wrecking Cell.
Data not found.
Okay, do you have anything substantial to add to this?
Do you?
Data not
Word!
found.
Damn. That was a burn. By 16 of all people.
Broken 16.
You know, maybe if you'd actually trained instead of gorging yourself on a worthless species, your punches might actually hit a little closer to home.
This is an unfortunate turn of events.
Did you
Ass
just talk out your ass?
Well, to be fair, Vegeta, you are part of my DNA.
Ooh, that is the closest thing you've done to damage since I've gotten here.
Allow me to fix that.
The funny thing is, that is actually his deepest wound, and it's not that good.
Say that again.
That snide remark that he made towards Vegeta is his only that's his deepest wound. He never gets anywhere close from wounding Vegeta as much as that.
Is that Cell or Vegeta? Doesn't matter. Steering clear of that. Except if I were a betting boy, that's probably where the androids are. Stealth mode, don't fail me now.
There we are. Now,
Oh.
do you understand, Vegeta?
Oh.
What I understand
Yeah,
is
we
I'm
ain't
about
kidding.
to pound you so hard the boy's mother is going to be jealous.
Oh, can we not?
But if it makes you feel any better, I'll give you one free
I don't know
shot.
if you listened to that joke
I'm
that
warning you.
Vegeta just made.
If you waste it,
Say what?
I don't know if you heard the joke that Vegeta just made about certain people getting pounded.
About the boy's mother? Yes, and that's why Trunks made that comment like, come on.
Again, this is Vegeta being peak Vegeta. He is in control of the fight. He is
Correct.
dishing out everything that's being thrown at him. and he's also somehow like elbowing Trunks on the way to punch Cell with snide remarks. He is dealing damage to everybody because he knows he's the shit right now.
We interrupt this program to get Wade's commentary about your thoughts on the Chun-Li live action choice. Now, I haven't had a chance to look. I briefly heard about it today. So let's take a look, shall we? Let's see who they picked to play Chun-Li in the new Street Fighter movie. As long as it's not Kristen Crook, we're good. Let's see here. I don't know who this is. Da, 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 da. Kalina Yang or Lang. I've never heard of her before. Hold on. Kalina Liang. I know I can pronounce words better than this. I'm sorry, guys. I must be tired. Joins the legendary Street Fighter movie. Wow, really? Deadline? Legendary is the production company. I thought they were saying the legendary Street Fighter movie. So the production company is Legendary Street Fighter movie. Oh, the girl from Presents. That's why. Oh, I know who this is. Okay.
No idea.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Joins a cast that includes previously announced Andrew Koji, Jason Momoa, Roman Reigns. I don't understand how Roman Reigns is in here. Okay. Don't really see her as an action person, but like I said, if she's better than Kristen Crook, which isn't saying much, we're off to a good start.
You're gonna regret it.
How did you get this strong?
Wait a minute. Sorry, we're interrupting this for street fighting talk. Who's Blanca? Roman Reigns is Blanca? I thought he was playing Akuma. And Walter Goggins from Justified is playing Bison?
See, if I knew these actors, I would be in shock.
You've seen Walton Goggins before. He was the corrupt businessman in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, why?
Because he's a skeezy bad guy, and he plays skeezy bad guys really well. Okay, Roman's playing Akuma. Does that mean Momoa's playing Blanca? Because that's weird. Already these casting choices are weird. And it's weird. Yeah, Momoa is Blanca. Okay, sure. Why not? Jace, he's now Lobo, Aquaman, and now he's Blanca.
Whatever you need to do to fill your resume, man.
Whatever, man. Paycheck's a paycheck. I can't complain because I get Carl Urban as Johnny Cage in the next Mortal Kombat movie. So I really can't complain. But, and also, I liked that movie. I know a lot of people didn't like the Mortal Kombat film from a few years back because they keep comparing it to the original live action one. But I'm going to tell you, it was pretty good. I don't understand. I actually did a review. I think I did on the Retro a couple years back. I gave it a B+. Some people were like, oh, it's a C-. Oh, it was like a D. With the exception of Cole Young, I liked the movie. Who do we know that hated it? Wade. Sorry, Hokage. I'm hijacking the show here.
It's all good.
A fighting game counts, I guess.
And all day yesterday.
Oh, how did you get this strong?
I trained all day yesterday.
Oh, you think you're being cute?
Bitch, I'm adorable.
Fine! Then how about this? Girl and God!
Oh, and that's just precious.
So we're actually rooting for Vegeta.
Let's be honest, we're rooting against Cell.
There you
What
go.
do we do if he wins?
Which one?
Which one is worse?
You know, Vegeta is a total ass, but he's not that bad.
Says the woman he left a single mother.
Please, I'm rich. It's hardly the same.
I might catch some flack from. I'm gonna catch some flack from what I'm about to say. But wait, let me go back. Hold on.
Bad?
Says the woman he left a single mother.
Please.
I'm gonna focus on that line right there. You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. You said you're going to have this kid. Don't care if he's there or not. Bulma's a single mom. Bulma's a single mom.
I knew the second you started to clear your throat. Where I knew exactly where that was
You
going.
knew exactly where I was going with that. Yeah. But her follow-up here is actually pretty funny.
Total ass, but he's not that bad.
Says the woman he left a single mother.
Please, I'm rich. It's hardly the same.
Really, him leaving?
Is that the only time it's okay? If it's her money and she's rich?
I don't know. No comment.
Leaving was probably for the best.
Wow, really?
What? Would you really trust Vegeta with a baby?
Well, not my baby.
And there you go.
Again, she just reiterated my point. You said you won't have this kid. You don't care if Vegeta's here or not. Bulma's a single mom. See, Chi-Chi's also a single mom when Goku dies, which is quite often.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Android 18 is the only one that's not a single mom at this point in Z.
I was about to correct you. Like, she's not the only one. There's also Videl.
At this
But
point,
yeah, you're right. At this point.
yes. And then the reason why I'll give Videl and Gohan the win is because at the very least, Videl and Gohan didn't try to kill Goku at some point, like 18 did.
That is true.
Look at me! I'm Vegeta! I'm the Prince of all Saiyans! And I
Blah,
both
blah,
am
blah.
and am a unitard!
You call that a Gallic gun?
Blah, blah, blah. Prince of all Saiyans. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, Prime. Blah, blah, Super Saiyan. Blah, blah, blah.
Dear God, get it together.
I will end you!
You'll die trying.
Also, we realize after this situation, because spoilers, kids, Vegeta doesn't win. Okay, spoilers. If you watch Dragon Ball, you know Vegeta doesn't win. That's a Saiyan thing. That's a Saiyan thing, because remember, Gohan's done it twice, where he had the win in the bag, and he said, just like Goku back in the Saiyan arc, beats Vegeta, or at least helps beat Vegeta. Let him live, so he'll be stronger later. Or let's give Frieza? Let's give Frieza my energy, so because he feels bad. So that's the reverse, right? It's the I beat your ass, I just don't want to kill you, versus I could have just beat your ass, but I just wanted to keep finding you for the sport of it all. Because even Gohan, who later in this series and in this season will tell us, what is this shit, genetic?
Yes, it is absolutely genetic.
Absolutely genetic.
Yeesh. Somehow I actually feel kind of bad for Cell. Oh well, should probably start looking for the androids.
Oh, look.
And found them. Man, I am really good at this. Okay, Krillin. Mission. Start.
Stealth mode, right?
I know I kicked him into the water somewhere. Damn it, he's pulling a bald one on me and hiding his energy. If I were a disgusting bug man, where would I...
Looky what I caught. A walking, talking Napoleon complex.
And looky what I caught.
Oh, no, not again.
So, what do you do with this thing?
I drink people.
Were you trying to drink me?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
You feel that? That's what honesty feels like.
Honesty feels like.
This is all wrong. You can't be this strong. Nothing about this makes sense.
Well, if that's racking a brain, try drinking this in. It may pain me to say it, but the boy over there is actually almost as strong as I am. Then again, unlike you, he's half me.
What?
Of course, the other half is his mother. I mean, look at that hair. You look like a fruit. You. And not like a homosexual. I mean like a literal walking fruit. Eggplant.
Okay, because that I was gonna ask the question, what fruit? And
It's
if you're,
because
if
of
you're
his hair.
comparing, yeah, I know, and I don't think they realized it when they said this all those years ago. But calling Trunks an eggplant is basically saying he's the eggplant emoji.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
That's why when I watch Captain N the Game Master, Wade, you know what that is. When they have Eggplant Wizard from fucking Kid Icarus, whole new different thought process when you're called Eggplant Wizard.
No.
Yes.
No.
Exactly. Oh my God, my age. Exactly. Eggplant Wizard. He's a character in Kid Icarus. He's a wizard who's an eggplant and he throws fruit at you. That's his power.
That didn't age well.
Yeah.
I want to be perfect.
Whoa.
I wanna.
Excellent. I've broken both your body and your spirit. Time to die.
If only you had showed up just a minute later.
Remember when I said that this is peak Vegeta?
Yes.
I meant that for all the positives and all the negatives.
We see what's going to happen. Okay, kids? So focus on what's going to happen right now.
I would have had 18. Then nobody could have stopped me.
Oh, really? No.
Vegeta, I would have destroyed you without a second thought.
No. Go on.
You know, Dad, it's honestly been kind of nice training with you.
Right? I like training too. But even though we're taking a nice soothing bath, we can't hold back. We have to stay training at all times. So...
Squash time! All right then, here I go! Yeah! Got you there.
the earth whelps.
We were all
ready for the-
collectively drunks in that scene. We see what's happening.
We see
And
what's
we just-
happening.
We can't stop it from happening.
Like Thanos, Vegeta is inevitable. So I got one more left in me. I'm gonna let you take over for a little bit while I power down, but I'll jump on once I get everything situated on my end. But I'm gonna let you run the ship for a little while.
Let's go. Come on, YouTube.
The following is a fan-based parody.
go.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
In other words, this is a parody. Buy the fucking show.
All I wanna do is see you turn into a Super Saiyan, a Super Saiyan. All I wanna be is a dad who gets to see a Super Saiyan. A Super Saiyan. All I wanna be is a dad who gets to see a Super Saiyan. Oh, I know how to be great, and I just can't wait to see your hair golden spiked and glowing. Let out your rage, just break out of your cage, because you are at least half Saiyan. Your power will rise like never before. Just tap into the power deep in your core. It's waiting for you to turn into a Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan. All I wanna do is see you turn into a Super Saiyan.
I love that song so much because it's so wholesome, it's so sweet,
Were
because
you
Goku just really wants to see
watching me
Gohan turn
sleep?
into a Super
Like a
Saiyan.
Papa Hawk. I don't want to
And I
miss
love
the moment
that the
you
little
go Super
bouncing ball
Saiyan.
that announces every
Wow.
single word
It's been nearly
is a
3
muffin.
months in here, and you still think I can do it?
Well, yeah. If you don't, the whole world will be doomed. Or not. Maybe I can handle it. So
God
don't
damn it,
sweat
Goku.
and get
You're
some
putting a
sleep,
lot of
son.
pressure on him.
Yeah, okay.
Cause tomorrow, I'ma get you Super Saiyan.
One thing that I do want to talk about while this plays out, the fact that Goku, aka Moscow X, sings really well for that song. Chef's kiss. And I know he sings professionally, but still, really,
Nah, see, I'm
really well
definitely
done.
going with Krillin. Call it a safe bet, but I think his history speaks
This
for
bit.
itself.
You haven't known him as long as I have. Sure, he can be a little. Well, he's a total bitch. But when we really need him, he's always stepped up. Vegeta, on the other hand.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
We're just making a bet to see who screws this up.
See, he's betting on Krillin, but I'm betting on Vegeta.
Oh, I'll get in on that action.
Okay, Vegeta or Krillin.
Both.
Wow.
Damn.
Please, I've been in this longer than the both of you. Although, if I had to pick who's gonna screw up first,
Okay, Krillin.
And the thing is,
pull
she's
yourself
not
together.
wrong.
She's right over
However,
there.
I would like to
Standing there
say
like a
the person who makes it the
mechanical angel.
worst, or who like fucks everything
And
up
all I have
the
to do is
worst,
push this
is
button,
Vegeta.
man. Watch her explode everywhere. A little bit of blonde hair here, her blue eyes there, and then it's done. I mean, she probably won't even feel it, or even know it happened. Just her life, ended in an instant. By me, with no Dragon Balls to wish her back when Cell dies. Oh,
very
come on,
tragic.
Krillin! Be strong for 1 second in your worthless life and push the stupid button! If you don't, everyone you know and love is going to die, including her! Oh.
Honestly, very heavy, and it's a hard thing to like grasp with that you're trying to save an entire world, but at the sacrifice of one person, and that person who is almost essentially innocent. She's not fully innocent. Yes, I know that. But in this case, she's an innocent life. And you're thrown this choice to sacrifice her in order for the world to be saved. It's a hard choice.
So I'm going to use the Captain America from Infinity War defense here with Vision. We don't trade lives. Even though Vision's saying, hey, it's okay, I understand. He goes, no, it shouldn't. Like, he's like, oh, one man can't get in the way of saving millions. He goes, but that shouldn't be the cost anyway. We don't trade lives. So I wonder, I do wonder if the Russos saw this at some point, because, you know, they wrote Community. So Community is a nerdtacular show. I wouldn't be surprised if they threw that in Infinity War as a nod to Dragon Ball Z, because
I highly doubt that
hey
that
man,
was
anything is possible.
that is true, but I highly doubt that the Russos sat down and watched all of DBZA, saw that scene, and were like, "Let's throw this into Infinity War because this is really good."
But think about what he just said. It's the same thing that Captain America says. Even though Vision says you should kill me, Cap's like, nah, I'm good. What really captivated me was the way Krillin said it, and he had the epiphany. Now, I don't know the canonical rationale he gave himself, but if we go back and just listen to what he says here.
Quiet, boy! Oh.
This part.
Including her! Everyone you know and love is going to die, including her!
Oh.
Oh.
Because let's be real, she hasn't done anything except beat up Vegeta.
Again, like I said, she's not fully innocent. She's innocent in the sense that she has not taken anyone's life, and she has not done anything overly cruel to human life. She's just put Vegeta in his place.
Yeah. So she didn't do anything wrong. So in a sense, Krillin's blowing up an innocent person.
Which
and that's
is
not Krillin.
Yeah, that's not Krillin. And that is, again, a very hard choice to make.
It reminds me of Endgame, where Rhodey goes, how about we just go back and baby Thanos? Like, it's like, well, that's horrible. But also, remember, Krillin's a hypocrite. I just realized that Krillin's a hypocrite. Remember when him and Trunks went back to blow up Jiro's lab? Cell didn't do anything.
A literal innocent life that had not had the chance to be born yet.
Watch where you're
He
going.
blew
with
it
this.
up.
Watch where you're going with this. We live in Texas.
I know. I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but I'm just saying, like, an innocent life.
Is it though? That's a good canonic. That actually is a good life question. It's time travel. I get it. If you know a event, and this also is covered in the MCU with Project Insight. If you know a future event is going to happen because of one person who just happens to be a supervillain, do you kill him before he's done the act, knowing that's what's going to happen?
It's, again, that's also like the baby Thanos thing. You know what he's going to do.
Correct.
But if you went back in time before that ever happened, would you do it?
We also have what was it? The Flashpoint Paradox on the DC animated universe. Remember when Constantine put the spell on Barry at the end of Justice League? What was it? Dark.
Dark.
He had to kill. He had to kill baby Darkseid, but he didn't want to do it. So John did what John felt he had to do, which was make Barry the walking plague. So Barry unknowingly kills Darkseid. So he doesn't have to do it.
Which is very
it's a good film. It's a good film. It's bloody as fuck. That if y'all get a chance to go watch that movie, with the exception of maybe one or two of the last DC animated movies, they've all been hits. like they've all been home runs. All the Justice League films, except the last couple, the Crisis on Infinite Earths ones, they weren't that great, but passable.
They were just fun. They weren't enjoy. Yeah, they were fun. They weren't like super enjoyable. Yes,
Wait, says they're
delightful is a better
delightful.
word.
Yes.
Although I love the we're completely off derailing for a little bit. I love the Flashpoint animated movie. I really love that movie. I rewatch it like every so often. But I think my favorite DC animated movies are the dark, like Justice League dark movies, because I love John Constantine. Like he's a really cool character. Like he's an anti-hero who doesn't give a shit because he's been through life and he is trying to get by, but he is not afraid to do what's right, even though it might cost him.
There you go.
Oh.
Batman, Red Hood.
Yes.
Banger.
Yes.
Banger.
Yes.
Banger. And fun fact, Neil Patrick Harris is Nightwing. You know, when you really think about it, Neil Patrick Harris has played Spider-Man and Nightwing. What?
To be fair, Nightwing is a little bit Peter Parker coded, just confident. Not to say that Peter Parker isn't not to say that Peter Parker isn't confident. He just Nightwing holds himself up to a higher standard than Parker does.
Right. Oh yes. And he's playing Deadpool.
When? When did he play Deadpool?
He's playing Deadpool in the first person iOS game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like a whole commercial where they talk about him, you know, taking the role over from Ryan as Deadpool saying it. So, yeah, that's right. He's playing Deadpool as well. And also in Red Hood, Jensen Ackles is Red Hood, and we know he plays Soldier Boy in The Boys. And I just wrapped up a show called Countdown with him as one of the main characters. And every time he opens his mouth, all I hear is Red Hood. That's all I hear is Red Hood.
I don't know who else you could cast that could portray Red Hood as well as Jensen Ackles, because he fits. He's not Robert Downey Jr. levels of like perfect casting, but he's pretty damn close.
Quiet, boy! Now, continue.
Thank you. You see, my dear prince.
Don't push it.
You see,
Don't push
Vegeta, this is only my second form. I am merely semi-perfect.
Wait, how can you be semi-perfect? You're either perfect or you're not me.
Oh, wait a minute. He's right. He's right. He played Batman also in the most recent Crisis on Infinite Earths cartoons.
Yeah, that's right.
That seems incredibly illogical, irrational.
See, I can't say much about it because I haven't seen those movies. But
What?
I've seen clips. Okay, I've seen clips. I've seen the most famous one, which was Kevin Conroy's last lines, which are it has to end like this. It's better to end off like this, being Batman.
Being Batman, right?
That's and just a few other clips of Jensen Ackles actually acting. I can't say much about his Batman because I haven't seen a lot of him as Batman. But from what the clips I saw, pretty good. I'll say that. But I see him more as Red Wing as I do Batman. Or not Red Wing, Red Hood. I'm sorry.
Red Hood. I'm like, Red Wing, that's a totally different person.
There's no gray area.
My point is that this form was achieved by absorbing my brother, Android 17. And the only way I may obtain true perfection
is to absorb the bitch. So in summation, you get the android, and I get a proper challenge.
Oh, I promise you, Vegeta, you're going to get everything that's coming to you.
Oh, ominous.
He wouldn't. 6 He wouldn't, would he?
Wouldn't you?
No!
I'm sorry, what are we talking about again?
Hey!
Whoa, it's the cute one. Was he hiding there? Wait, what's that on the ground? Oh my god.
Hi!
Hey.
Look, can I ask something of you?
Sure?
Please don't kill anyone!
Wait, are you
No deal!
16?
Son Goku is a person. Therefore, he is part of anyone. Therefore, no deal.
16, calm down. I will get you a Goku.
Do you promise?
Yes.
Proceed.
Okay, now
I will get you a
We
Goku.
weren't planning on killing
I
anyone.
think Broken 16 is my
We haven't
favorite
even
form
killed
of
anyone thus
16.
far. In fact, the only thing we want dead right now is Cell.
Also Goku.
Oh! Thank God, that makes this so much easier!
Ha! And you owe me some Zenny.
Oh no.
All right, what did Krillin do?
He crushed the remote.
He did what?
That was 20 hours of my life! That dick!
And possibly the rest of it if Vegeta follows suit.
I don't understand. All he had to do was push the button and blow up the girl.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't get it.
He really did it.
I love that Bulma
Actually risked every
immediately
life on the-
knows.
Of course, Bulma knew. Like, oh, okay, a woman's with involved. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. And I just love Tien coming to the realization that he really fucking did this.
Planet just for cyber sex. I didn't keep Coho myself half to death so he could get laid.
Oh. Gross.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, that was really sweet and all, but maybe you should have kept that around.
What? Why?
Vegeta, this is the only chance you're going
That's
to get.
why.
If she slips away now, you'll never get the opportunity to fight me at my full potential. And let's be honest, do you really think Goku can give you the challenge you deserve?
You know, the funny thing is, I know you're playing me,
But you're right.
but you're right. She's all yours.
Oh, thank you, Vegeta. Trust me, great things are about to happen.
Oh, no.
I have
God
things to say
damn
about
him.
this.
Okay, now what did Vegeta...
Floor is yours.
So, we briefly talked, like, they made a joke early in this episode saying, like, who's gonna fuck up first, Krillin or Vegeta? Krillin is the one who fucked up first.
Yeah.
But Vegeta is the one that causes everything to go 100% upside down, where everybody is totally fucked. Because you could still manage to fix Krillin's fuck up by breaking the remote. If Vegeta decided to not indulge in Cell's like hey,
Game.
yeah, in his game, Cell would have been like completely destroyed, and 18 would still get to live.
Yes.
But because Vegeta is a fucking prideful Saiyan and wants an interesting fight, he is the reason why Cell goes into his perfect form and everybody almost fucking dies. He is the main reason why the Cell arc comes to a head. And I understand it's part of Vegeta's character. It's his flaw. It's genetic.
Yeah.
But it's one of the dumbest decisions, and one of the dumbest decisions in this entire show. The dumbest one goes to Goku. We'll get to that.
I would counter and say Vegeta doesn't just fuck up here. He fucks up later and almost costs everybody at the end.
Yeah, but
Vegeta, no. Vegeta, yes. Vegeta, no.
Yes, but at the same time, I would still argue that Goku's decision at the end, not at the very end, but in episode 30, is the dumbest decision in all of Dragon Ball. Again, we will get to that argument when we get there.
Yeah.
Vegeta do?
He's letting Cell absorb 18.
Well, looks like nobody wins.
Well, I technically do. You guys owe me Zanny.
Cell is going to kill us all!
Jeez, bring down the whole mood, why don't you?
Make it snappy. The boy's got to be in bed by 7 or he gets cranky.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be the only voice of reason here and say absolutely not.
Fucking not.
Don't you get it? He's just been feeding you everything you want to hear. He's playing you.
To be fair, I haven't lied since I got here.
You're not involved
That's a
in this
lie.
anymore.
I'm feeling pretty involved.
Boy, don't make me come up there and be a parent.
First time for everything.
Oh.
Wow, Vegeta, are you just gonna stand there and take the... Oh.
Huh? Why is he doing that? Oh no. Wait, but there's Krillin. Does he have the... No. But why? Why? The android. Krillin. Crush remote. But it turned perfect. Just like... What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, hey, it's Trunks!
Trunks has the most absolute valid reason to be pissed off right now.
Because he knows what a future of the androids and Perfect Cell is going to bring. Destruction and death. He's used to that. He's like, man, I am trying to save both these fucking worlds. None of you want to help me.
Not to mention that he just witnessed his dad say, hey, go ahead, absorb the androids. Like, okay, we're fucked if he goes through with this. But then he sees Krillin, like, oh, sweet, we have an out. Krillin can blow him up. Or blow Android 18 up. Wait, where's the remote? Why is it destroyed? What the fuck? He is absolutely fucking valid for having
He's
a
crashing
crash
out
out
right
moment
now.
right
It's a valid crash out. Completely valid crash out.
Vegeta was right. He is almost as strong as...
Look, if this is about getting your own turn in, just wait until I'm done with him.
Just ignore him. Krillin, get the androids out of here now!
Don't need to tell me twice! Or at all, actually. Let's go!
Right. 16, let's move.
But I just got comfortable.
Man!
16!
More importantly, Cell is only after you. I will slow you down. Now go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you.
You're doing a brave thing.
As are you. You are way out of your league, tiny duck.
So, hey, I know this is
Yeah.
the best time, but, are you seeing anyone right now?
She is.
There you are!
Vegeta! Trunks is picking on me!
Thundershaft, rat!
That's better. Now, 18. I'm not sure I like you hanging around with other men. Or in this case, half of one.
Oh, another short joke. Yeah, sure, fine.
How about you leave the girl alone?
Come on, 16. Don't be so jealous. This is meant to be, and she knows it. Just look at what she's wearing. She's practically asking to be absorbed.
Okay, that line has been crossed. You want to go, big guy? Let's go!
Oh no, who would have seen that coming? Anyway, really? Oh, you precious little cinnamon bun, never change. A 1 unit, 2 unit, you know what to do.
That is it! I am stopping this now!
Oh, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
What, my plans?
What are your plans?
Are you?
Are you?
You know
You
what?
know what?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Again,
The violent
Trunks,
I'm pretty sure it'd be
100% valid.
Oh, oh no.
Valid crash outs all around. All around.
You leave her alone, or I swear
No, little duckling. It is not your time.
Ugh.
Future kick!
Future kick.
Blow yourself up or leave. I don't care which.
Real quick, I want to talk about two things real quick.
I hope you know.
So, for one, for people who don't know what Cell was humming real quick, he was humming his own theme. He was humming the theme that he has made by Bruce Falconer. Fucking amazing theme, by the way. And I want to briefly talk about how we mentioned this earlier, towards the beginning of the series and a little bit into season 2. Everybody in this series right now is fucking jacked. Everybody is taking some sort of steroid. And I don't know if you saw that brief moment of Trunks after his future kick. Dude looked like a super professional bodybuilder.
Yes, he did.
And not in a healthy way.
He's been on that hypersonic lion tamer.
Like, some of this shit is ridiculous at how they're animated and drawn. But we let it slide.
Well, I mean, it's less about letting it slide and more just about calling it out, because how many other animated features have we called out for people being too buff, right? For instance, we made the joke a few months ago about Resident Evil 6, where what's his face? Chris Redfield went from being a normal stars guy to being able to go toe-to-toe with the Hulk in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm sorry, what? Or how Ryu started out being 5'9", 150 pounds to being 5'9", 310.
The math doesn't math.
Right. Exactly. You won't know who this is, but looking like Scott Steiner in 2002. Yeah, exactly. Just swole for no reason. No reason.
This means where's Vegeta?
Come on, 16, move it!
Why are
Are you
still
here?
It's like 17 said, remember? The three amigos? Well, I guess more like Dos Compadres now.
Here, allow me. I might not be good for much, but I can lift.
If we make it through this, I am going to rock his 4-foot world.
Spoiler alert. She does.
Yeah.
But
Or
we'll
like
get to that
he rocks hers.
at the end of episode 60. At episode 60, we'll get to that.
This is a new feeling. Pride in someone else. Unfortunately, it's overshadowed by all this unyielding rage!
Okay, they obviously isn't working. Wait.
Y'all are so fucking slow.
And now he's going to get me out.
Hey!
I've been so close for so long, and I can't take it anymore. 18. I'm coming.
My razor's blinded me!
No. For the
What did we miss?
It's not Dune. It is not worth rewinding to find because it is very NSFW. I will say that.
Okay. Oh, I caught a glimpse of it. Never mind.
Yeah.
My razor's blinded me!
Let's just say it is.
They found the
very
hentai.
For the
Yeah, we found the hentai.
I won't let him touch you. Just stay behind me.
Oh, Krillin.
Yes.
Look after the little guy.
Confirmed.
Well,
No!
No.
No! Yes!
damn it, Vegeta.
Hey, so I can't sense power levels, but I can feel that. Does that mean anything?
We're f***ed.
Yeah.
P is for priceless, the look upon your faces. E is for extinction, all your puny races. R for revolution, which will be televised. F is for how f***ed you are. Now allow me to reprise. E is for eccentric, just listen to my song. C is for completion that I've waited for so long. T is for the terror, upon you I'll bestow. My name is Perfect Cell, and I'd like to say hello.
We haven't even killed anyone thus far. In fact, the only thing we want dead right now is Cell.
Also Goku.
Oh, thank God, that makes this so much easier.
Ah,
Well, it looks like my father just killed us all. Make sure to catch what's coming to him by hitting the subscribe button, so you can follow the rest of our ever-shortening lives. If you're in the mood for something else Dragon Ball related, click the Legacy of Goku button right there. Or check out our latest new series, Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, I present to you Mr. Perfect Cell.
Perfect Cell. Well, we're getting to the home stretch here, kids, of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Thank you again to Team 4-Star. Thank you again to Big Gold Belt Media for partially sponsoring this. And thank you all for watching and listening here at the Retro Cartoon Rewatch, where we will continue to watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged all the way up until we get done with the movies, which will probably shoot us until the end of the year at the rate we're going. So, exactly. Wei says, love this. But thank you all for tuning in. Possibly we'll see you later this week. I'm willing to guarantee we'll get one in this week. Wade says, thank you to both of us. Thank you, Wade, for tuning in. Thank you for your dad jokes. Thank you to everybody who continues to like, share, subscribe, and those new followers who, even though they came in with some negative words, apologized. So kudos to y'all for sticking around. Team 4-Star, we thank you once again. And Thor, thank you as well for your continued presence in this show. You are approaching Wade levels of part of the furniture. So remember, kids, just because you have an intellectual property does not mean it needs to be made into something different than what it was. In this case, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, that counts on so many levels. We'll catch you next time on the rewatch. Be safe and be well.